All right, looks like the huddle is live. That should pop over here to LinkedIn any moment. There it is. Okay, give that a second. Looks like it's good. Let's just hit go live. Why not? I'm ready to go. Let's do this. All right. So, should be live on LinkedIn. Let me double check that real quick. A little couple minutes early, which is fine. Yep. Looking like we're live. Okay. There it is. Looks good. Live. Excuse me. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back for another episode of Upskill and Chill. I'm Spencer, and Courtney is out for the day, so it's just me today, flying solo. And yeah, I mean, we might as well just jump right back in. I don't really have any updates. I'm working on something off on the side project. Kind of come down to cram time to when we want to have it live. We're making a POC, as much as I'm going to say. Getting very close to deadline. Been pushing, making some progress. I'm excited about it. Maybe we'll talk about more of that on the stream at some point once there's more to say. I don't really have any music updates for today. I was listening to. Oh, let me just share my screen real quick. And I was, let's see, we'll go over here to, oops, well, this Jack and Owain. Owain is a guitar player. He's got stuff on YouTube, and then Jack, I forget his last name. Here, Gardine, however you want to pronounce that. Both these guys are shredders, and the stuff that they write is super cool and fun. So I've just been listening to that in the background as I've been working on that other project today. And we're going to take a break from that project to work on this project. So again, just checking my stream, all my stuff here, and that's fine. Okay. So, need to get rid of that. I wanted to dive in here, and I thought today I would focus on the task component here and work on some of the styling stuff that we've been talking about wanting to do here to make these guys look just a little bit nicer. So this is our timestamp. I want to get that formatted into a date. Instead of the priority being here as a word, I want to make some sort of a colored border to signal what priority the task is. And then this delete button, I'd really like to turn that into an icon button and make it a little bit less in your face, you know. So I wanted to start with the date first. And I'm going to use a, let's see, do this. I want to use the date FNS library. This should be really simple, but we're going to use a library. I could like calculate the, do the math and break that timestamp down into, you know, year, month, day, and format that. But dates have a bunch of like tricky edge cases with them. So I think in general, it's probably better to just use a library. And this is going to save a little bit of time so we can move on to other things as well. So we're going to go over here and we're going to stop our server. And then we're going to install datefns. npm install datefns -- save is the installation instructions. Let that go. I was the one coding last week as well. Let me get status here. Okay. I don't think there's. I had pushed. Did I merge everything? I think everything. See, now I'm second guessing myself if I have to pull some changes from main or if I have to like merge my repo or not my merge my branches from main because of the stuff we did last. Let's see. No, I think we're good. Should be fine. Should be fine. So we'll move forward. Okay. So that is in there now, and we're going to do git add all, git commit add date fns package, and we'll run our development server again. And now what we can do is in here, this is our timestamp. We're going to go up here, import. Let's see. We want format from date fns. And then we're going to come down here. And this is like the example they have on the very, on like the front page. So this should be format. Oops. Ah, come on. Goodness. And I think I have to pass the timestamp into new date to turn it into a date type. So new date based on that timestamp, that should work. And then there is a format that you can enter, and this is what they have. Let's see, format, that, and that. And this is telling me a string number, date, following error. Not assignable to parameter type string number, date. String or undefined. Okay. So it's afraid that created at might be undefined. So is that a nullish coalescing solution? I think it is. And let's see, does that do anything for us here? Let's restart and pull those and see if they're formatted. It would be fantastic if it was that simple. Oh, here we go. Okay. Invalid time value. Okay. So I might not be able to make a new date out of the just the timestamp. I'm going to look up here MDN date constructor. That's what we want, new date. And date string, date object. Oh, here. parse int that is not finding that? Oh, like this. Let's see, parse int. Create that. Well, okay, we'll hold the phone. So we need to create that inside of parse int, inside of new date. Affected. Okay. Okay. So do I have to do this first? And then, okay, the other option would be to force it into being a number this way. Okay, I guess we'll do number. That seems to be working. Parse int. Okay, is that a like this? No, okay. Where am I getting parse int from? I know it's, okay, I'm gonna look that up real quick. No, not filter, I wanna search parse int. I've used that in the past. Yeah, it's just parse int. Function should be globally available. Yeah, just P-A-R-S-E-I-N-T. Interesting. Well, hey, look at that. It's that simple. Yeah. So the create is a string, and the date constructor here wants an integer, wants a number. So we change it, we convert it into a number, pass it in to make it a date. This ensures that it will be that format will receive either something here or an empty string. And then this is the date format that we have chosen, and we get the date. Beautiful. Okay, so simple stuff there. Nothing too bad. Now, thinking about design, I think I want this date. I was thinking kind of like here in slightly more like grade, maybe make it italic, like maybe a grade color, more italic. Is that the right place for that? Or do we want to put it at the bottom? Could put like the date, and there's going to be a delete button, which is going to be an icon button. There's also going to be an edit button. So there's going to be those two. We have to put those somewhere. So we could put the date up here, and then the priority is going to disappear and turn into a border. And then so we could just be like this line, description, and then could put a couple icon buttons, or it could be title, description, and then date and icon buttons on the same line. I'm going to I'm going to put the date and the icon buttons on the bottom line together. That's what I've decided I'm going to do, at least for now. So we need a div, and I still haven't gone in to fix my my auto pairs plugin to get those things to all happen. But we'll go, not flax. It's not flaxseed. So we're going to go flex, and let's see, justify between. That should get us, Yep, it is. But then this also needs a width of full. Yeah. What am I doing wrong here? Flex, it's a row, which is fine. Justify between, right? No. Item center, that's vertical. Justify between. So this is. These are all full length. This is full length, the way it should be. Justify between should push that button to the right. Is there something stopping that from happening? These are all just controlling the button itself. This is a paragraph. Okay. I'm thinking class name inline block. Hmm. Well, this is not what I expected at all. Okay, let's go text. Gray. Now the problem is I don't think any of those exist anymore because we overrode our colors in our let's see, Tailwind config. We have our theme colors: primary, secondary, tertiary, background, light blue, orange, vanilla, all this. And because it's in, I remember, because it's in theme, or no, which one? How was it? Extend. Yeah, because it's in theme, I think this is like what we are left with. So if we go to coolers, actually, let's see. We'll go to my color palette here for coolers. And let's add one. And I actually just need to okay, I'm gonna copy our kind of like light blue, and then I'm gonna try and find a gray based off of that light blue. Let's try this one. And primary, secondary, white, let's call. Now, do you go gray or gray? I've seen it both. Let's see, so like middle one, say, I will say 400. Right. Okay, and then we have to restart the server since we changed the Tailwind config. But here, we're going to text gray 400. And that should work. This inline thing is not working. The inline block bit, none of that is working. Flex column, flex row, justify. Justify between. Should absolutely work. Okay, getting there. Okay, there's the gray. But because it's on this light blue background, that gray is a bit too light. So let's get a slightly darker one. And I'm not like any sort of color expert. Let's see here. Oops. Do that. Hit a refresh. Look at all that. Refetching here. That's a bit better. It's a bit darker. Let's throw text. See, is it italic? No, it'd be font. Italic. Or it's just italic. Italic, great. Still thinking maybe it should be a little darker, but oh, hey, our stuff is working. Odd. Did I just need to like refresh? So I thought this should work. I was pretty confident in my CSS working there, and it did. Okay, now we can add here. We can do this items center to get there, and now that's going to be centered on the center of the button here, and the button's going to change as well. But there's the we'll keep going. We'll see if anything else jumps out at me as alternatives. I guess one alternative for the color would be if we want to do our purple instead of so this we could do text. Oh, is that our primary? Is it? No, it's just back to black now. I don't remember what our blue is. That's the problem with the primary secondary business. Well, let's see. Is there? Let's see here. Background secondary. Background secondary. That's the button. So secondary is the orange. I thought our primary was the. Okay. Let's come over here and let's grab that. It is. But I think the 500. It's the 500. Okay. So we want primary here, text primary 500. So yeah, now it's the blue instead of the gray. Makes it offset a little bit. We could do the 400, which would make it a little lighter. Oops. Maybe that. Maybe that instead of the gray. Oh, we'll find out. Okay. So let's move on to. We'll come back to that. Maybe come back to that. Let's move on to the priority bit. I think this is going to be pretty fun. So we want. This is our overall. So this one, if we go border left, so what this is going to have to be is we do a so let's see. There's always a couple of different ways that we could do this, and I think I'm always kind of questioning how to do it. So if we do it this way, I feel like this is seems a little redundant, but so we want to do, let's say get priority, right? Because we need to get priority color. So then up here, get priority color, and for each one of these, we're going to take in priority, which is a string. And what we want to do is high, medium, and low. And again, I think we're going to have to add some colors over here. Because I think, let's see, for the priority of each one, I think we want to have like a red, a yellow, orange. But we don't want it to be like our vanilla or our primary orange there. And then we also want to have a. Do we do a blue? That might blend in too much. A green, but green. I don't know about green. Maybe just a gray. I'm actually going to bring up the Tailwind docs. And we're going to go and find their colors. I want default color palette. Here we go. Now we got all the hex codes for all their default stuff. Okay, so over here, we're going to copy this structure, but we're going to have red. Oh, I've got my dark reader on here, and that's why these all look so odd. There we go. I wonder if we just went with like the 500 level. Let's see. So there's the red 500, and we're gonna have the yellow 500. And what else should we do? I mean, maybe a blue, a purple, pink, a gray. Oh, gray. So we already have some grays here. Let's try this. Okay, so we got that. We're gonna get that started again. Refresh. And then what we're gonna do, red 500, yellow 500, and gray 500. And then we return there. Okay, and here is a typing thing that we got to do, and key string value string. I think we'll solve that. Yep. Oops. Let's see. Expected really const. Oh, wait. No. I was right there. Ugh. Okay, expected one argument, but got 0. Yep. And this will be the priority. Type number is not assignable. Oh, oops. That's right. Priority map. It's actually a number. I forgot about that. That's right. This is a number. I mean, I could do the priority map get priority thing again, but okay. So far, I mean, it's not screaming at me. We shouldn't see anything just yet. So it's going to take in, which number is it, which priority is it, and we're going to get that class back from get priority color. And so we're going to have border. Okay, so it's going to, in here then, here we're going to have border left, and then it'll be, red 500 or whatever it is that comes back out of this. I think. Maybe it's not. Well, let's, yeah, let's see. Let's find this. Yeah, so border left red 500. Yep, it combined it. Yellow 500, gray 500. Yep, that's exactly what we want to happen. Okay, so it's in place. But I think I probably haven't completed the tailwind border requirements. So border, yeah, there needs to be a border width of 2. Border width, border color, border style, solid. Where's the right combination? Where's the right combination? It's in here somewhere. Okay. Oops. Border left. Oops. What am I doing? Border left 2. Border color. Oh, I actually don't think I need. I think it just needs to be border color. No? Still nothing? Border red 500, yellow 500. Border solid. Border left 2. No, don't want that. Okay. Odd. So this is all on the list item. Background light blue. Okay, what if I just put in here border red 500? Okay, so that comes up there. Okay, so we need to think we just not do that. There. There it is. Okay. There's our priority. Hey, look at that. That looks pretty good. That looks okay. That's okay. Border, let's see. Border width. Yeah, it goes in 2s. So up to 4. I think that's fine. We don't have to get much more overt than that, I think. And then that also means that we can take our priority out of here. Get that out. Makes them a little smaller, which is nice. Now, I don't really like this color for that. Not sure if that maybe just needs to be black or if we have to go back to a gray. What if we use this gray? Let's see. Text gray. We use that same gray. I think that looks a little bit better. Too many colors otherwise. Too many colors. Okay, so we've got our priority markings. Let me check and see over here, see if anybody out there. I don't see any comments or anything. Okay, cool. I just wanted to check out and see if there were any comments from anyone. Okay. So, formatted the date, colored and styled the date a little bit, repositioned the date in the button. We got the priority borders on there. I need to have my wife take a look at this at some point because she's an actual designer, an actual graphic designer, and I would love to have some input on how to make this. Like, I like the colors, but everything is just like, I don't know, just it doesn't look great. Looks very kiddish, and I feel like these colors could be used in a really cool way. Okay, so we've got priority borders. We've got formatted and styled proper dates. So now this button, let's tackle that next. So we're going to close that because I want to bring in, and I'll show the, we'll do this over here like this. So phosphor icons, I've heard good things. I'm using this in that other project, so I figured why not just use it again here because they look good. So let's bring that in here. Phosphor icons React, and let's look up like trash can or a delete. I think the trash can is pretty universal. So oops, no. We're gonna go import some trash. Oh, I guess we're not using that anymore because I removed it. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Import trash from phosphor. Is it? Yeah, icons React, I believe. And then we'll go 30 lines down, or 30, yeah, it's 30 lines down. And this button here, let's just check that out. Let's do this. So yeah, gotta go through an actual refresh here. We can change the weight and the size. We'll see what comes in by default. Could do color. Oh. Oh, okay. Classic. Need the @ sign. @ phosphor icons / React. We can do color, we can do weight, we can do size. This is a great library. It's a really easy API to interact with. Come on. I know you can do it. Come on. Loading. Wow, it's really taking its time here. Runtime error. Okay. Okay, we're back. There's a little sticky bit. There we go. Nice little trash can. Yay. Okay, so now that button, I don't want that button to be orange like that. Our hover is going to change. Our padding, I think, is going to change. I think we'll just go like padding 1 all the way around. The background as well, I think, is going to be transparent. And then we want a border. Border black. Border solid. Give us an outline button. And here's one thing I love about Tailwind is that they go border 0 to border 2. They don't do a border 1. And I just want 1 pixel. So you could do this in the square brackets. You could just put pixel, view height, percentage for widths and heights and stuff in there. And you could just tell it what you want right there in the syntax. Boom, and there it is. I love that flexibility. You want to avoid it if possible, because then you have these things all over the place. But this, I think that's fine. Now I guess we could go without the border. Let's see. No border, no background. And then we could do on a hover, the background could. What would be a? If we just made it like. What color are we on? We're on that blue. Can we do a background black? Is it, what's the syntax for this? Black slash, it's like, does that allow me to do the opacity? There's a syntax for color opacity. Let's see, that's an actual opacity setting. Background opacity. Okay, maybe that's what I want, but I know there's something else I'm thinking of, that there's a syntax like this. Background black, background opacity 5. It's like 0.5%, so it should be very faint. We're doing this on the button. Hover, background. I mean, black just might not be available again because we've done this. Let's try dark blue here. Does that? There we go. Yep. Now, dark blue is also our. Is that secondary? No. It was our. That's right. The dark blue is the primary. There we go. It's like a nice little just gray. Do we give it? Let's see. I think here. Let's see. They suggest 32. Woo, that's way too big. 16. Not quite sure what scale we're working on here. 20. How about 18? Just keep going back and forth. Let's actually look at those docs for a second. Size, kind of height, number. Or we can select pixels specifically. It's probably just defaulting to pixels. Was 16 not good? 16 is about the size that it was. Is it weird to go 17? Feels a little weird, but I kind of like that better. And then what if we did padding on the button to be 1.5? That seems a little bit better for that. I like that. Now, do these belong down here? Should they be up here? Let's try something real quick. To do app design. Let's just check out some. There's a dribble page. Let's see if there's. Now that I'm thinking about it, I was kind of pulling my idea a little bit off of something we looked at previously. Is that the right place for that? Is right there? I'm not sure. All right, let's do some more. Actually, maybe I should commit some of what I've done here so far. We've done quite a bit. So we're gonna do this in order. So we've got the date FNS. Got that here. And then we want to go to package JSON. Oh, I already did that add. Okay, great. Date FNS. I jumped onto I do this all the time. It's such a bad habit of like getting one thing done, and I should have just committed everything right at that point. Let's see. Stage, that's what I want. I want to stage those lines. Tailwind. Well, really, it was bringing in the date and putting it in place. That's all that was. So get status. Let's see. Let's hook here. So then we can go git commit, format task date with date FNS style task date. Cool. And now the rest of this, no, we've got this, the border style. So we've got, let's see here, stage those. Stage that. Save that for later. That's the trash. This is all the priority stuff. What changed here? Oh, that's just literally formatting. Okay. Nothing else. The package JSON stuff is all from the icon, and the tailwind, and the task. It's icon. So commit change priority to display as colored, or add colored priority order to task. Something like that. Okay, so the rest of that is, yeah, so we'll add everything there. Okay. Package. Add FOSS for icons. Add and this here was a formatting update of some sort. Okay, there we are. So we've got our borders. We've got our date. We've got our buttons here. Now, maybe since it's delete, should that be more of a red? Just so you realize like what you're about to do. Could try that real quick. This is the button. This is what I like to do. I like to take the line and copy it, and then red 500. We'll see about the opacity. Hover text white, I think, is what should happen. I have a red 500. Red 500 exists. Hover background red 500. Yeah, I think we want to just ditch the opacity. Yeah, something like that. What if we did like a 50% opacity? What is the, again, Okay, it goes up by tens. So what if we did 70 opacity? Oh, I meant to hit 80, but 90 doesn't look bad. I think just getting it off of that that super intense red kind of helps. And then we should have a confirm modal, probably. That's not bad. What if we added some animation? So if we did transition colors, and how do you, let's see, there's and then, oh, that's just duration. Oh, let's go 200 for 200 milliseconds. There's got a little bit of a, what if it was still black? Would that need to be the proper red then? Or could it be an even lighter red? Again, not a designer. I think 80 or 90% opacity seems to be the right color. That. Like that. Seems to be a little bit too slow. It's a little too laggy. It's not terrible. I think I'll just leave that alone. I'll just let that be what it is for right now. I guess the one last option that I would like to try would be so hover border. I think I can do like border 1 pixel by standard, then hover border color. Is there border opacity? Is that what I'm thinking? Except I actually just want border on hover. Oh goodness, that's weird. Okay. I mean, I don't like the look of that as it is anyways, so. Yeah, something like that. So the last little thing I'll tinker with here. Oh no. Yeah, we'll leave that alone. Oh, look at that. It's that's our hour right there. Okay. Well, I think that's some decent progress. We got a better looking delete button. The last thing I do want to do here. Let's see. Let's see. I think I want to add a little bit of margin top to the div that has these to separate it a little bit from what is above. Just, yeah, I think that little offset is kind of nice. Okay. So okay. Style delete icon button. Oh, which reminds me that when we have a button, aria label, we want to put an aria label on there. Because it's just got an icon in it, so there's no text for a screen reader to read to tell somebody. So the aria label will actually say delete task as what that button does. Otherwise, it's just like it's a button, no idea what it does, right? That doesn't look too bad. I think that helps a lot. We got our priority borders, we got our formatted, and this stuff can very likely change in the future. But those are actually like the three things I was thinking about: was getting the date, getting the priority border, and getting the button styled a little bit differently. So that already looks better. That's cool. All right, I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. Okay, well, that's that. Oh, oops. Off here. I forgot to. Oh, that's okay. I forgot to commit one of those lines, and I'll do that once the stream is over. But otherwise, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Got to come up with a few solutions for some things, and make stuff look a little bit better. Use those front end skills. Fun times. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me, and we will be back next time. Courtney will be back next week, and we'll see what he thinks of my styling, and then we'll move forward from there. Thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you next time.